Hey folks, Mark here from Backwater Woods. I'm out here on another adventure. Got up super early this morning, packed up and hit the road by 5 a.m. Drove about 3.5 hours to get to where I am right now, to the start of my trip. I had a little bit of a shift in what I'm going to do. I was originally intending on doing what would be my last paddle of the year. I brought my canoe with me, but when I got to the site where I was going to put in, the launching place was frozen. Not the whole lake, the middle portion of the lake was still open, but the launch site was frozen. So I'm at a Forest Service campsite here. I'm going to set up my hot tent, which I brought with me. I've got my wood stove with me, so we're going to make the best of the situation. Got a bunch of stuff to do. I'm going to set up my tent, collect some firewood, stove in place, and everything inside the tent ready to go. It should be fun. I'm going to be out here for 2, maybe 3 nights. It's supposed to get down to about 24 tonight, I think it was. So I'm going to get going. Got a lot of stuff to do. I want to make sure that inside of my tent is nice and warm. Alright guys, I got the main part of the tent set up, and as you can see there's loads of room in here. I'm going to put down the ground tarp and set up the wood stove and everything else in here. Open up these vents here. Got the ground tarp in. As you can see, it has a fireproof section where I'm going to put the stove, and right above that is where the stovepipe will go through. So I'm going to get the stove set up next. I don't know if you can see him, but there's a huge beaver just hanging out by the edge of the water there. You sleeping? Okay, I've got my tent set up. Stovepipe is up. I've got the direction facing away from the wind. I have these guy lines out to help stabilize the pipe. Everything is set up inside for the most part. Got the stove set up. I've got my cot, my bedding all here ready to go for later. I think for now I'm going to grab a bite to eat because I'm starving. I haven't eaten since breakfast. And then I'm gonna go around and collect some firewood. That's my next big chore. Oh, and that beaver is still down by the water, in case you wanted to know. He was sleeping earlier. He's kind of up and about now. It's a massive beaver. I think it's huge. Well, I've been busy. I got a bunch of firewood. It should last me tonight and the morning as well. I've got some smaller sticks here to get things going, and a bunch of bigger pieces over there, including some hardwood that I found that I was able to split up. And tons of birch bark around, and some more fire starting. Just some dry spruce over there. So I think I'm gonna take a break for now, get some other stuff set up, and call that good for today for firewood. So tonight we're having steak and cheese subs. Look at our rolls. Got some veggies here that I chopped up at home. Cheese, of course, and some steak. Well, there we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I'm gonna eat my steak and cheese sub here. Good morning, everyone. It's about 30 degrees this morning. Not too bad, but there's a wind, so it makes it feel a lot colder. I got the fire going in here, so it's nice and warm. Last night, I think it got down to about 25 or 26. It was a good night, slept pretty good. Just let the fire go out. I was nice and warm in my sleeping bag, so not a big deal. Just gonna get some breakfast going here soon, get some coffee on, and get the day going. So for breakfast this morning, I am cooking up some hash browns, eggs, and bacon, and a little cheese. And of course, the Mrs. Dunster's donuts for an appetizer. Ooh, they're a little frozen. It's so good. And try to heat it up. And coffee, of course. Add a little cheese to get that cheese to the hash browns. A little more. A little more. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh? It's like a nice sunny day outside. It's a little windy. I pitched the stovepipe so it's downwind. Just helps with the draw, and so smoke doesn't get blown back into the tent. Cooking up some bacon. Here we go. Nice little breakfast. Ketchup. A little hot sauce on the eggs. Good to go. Let's see how this is. Ooh, hot. Ooh, took my hat off. It's hot in here. Ah, much better. That stove gets it cranking in here. delicious. Alright guys, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast here. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I think I see 2 beavers. Good old Canadian crocodiles. Got this mark on here on my saw right here that just indicates how long my stove is, so I know how long to cut the pieces. So I just line it up like that and I can make my cut, and I know that the piece is going to fit in the stove. So that piece of oak that I found is too wet. I cut up a few pieces and it's just too wet. There's a few smaller pieces that I split up really fine that might work, but I was able to find a nice piece of spruce actually that was down, but I don't think it was down for very long because it's really dry. So I'm gonna cut that up, and there's a piece of it here. See, it's pretty dry, so I'm gonna cut that up. Right now I'm just taking a little lunch break. I'm cooking up some soup, just heating up some soup, and gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich. Nothing like hot soup and grilled cheese on a cold day. Honestly, it's not that cold out, it's just the wind. Probably 34, 35 degrees right now. The wind just makes it feel a lot colder. Alright, I'm going to finish this up and get back to cutting firewood. Making a flat spot here for splitting wood. There you go. That's good. So as some of you guys might recall, I left one of my favorite axes. It was a Gransfors Scandinavian forest axe. I left it at a campsite I was at over the summer. I recently picked up, this is the axe I've been using today. This is the Gransfors small splitting axe, and I love it so far. I don't really do much felling, but I do a lot of splitting, so this has been great. It has a really wide profile here to help with the splitting, and it has this metal plate here to protect it from overstrike. I love Gränsfors axes. It has this kind of like knurled grip here on the handle. My other axe that I use is the Council tool. I think this is called the Camp Carver. Don't quote me on that, but I use this a lot for limbing. For limbing. Very, very nice axe. I love this, and it has a hardened pole on the end here for you can pound in stakes or strike, you know, things without having to worry about the handle coming loose or messing with the hardening of the metal at all. So yeah, these are my two axes. So my two saws are, I have the Boreal, the Agile Boreal 21, which I love, I use all the time. And then the other one I have is the Gomboy, the Silky Gomboy. So I use all of these. That's my tree cutting equipment that I use. Stuff's really straight grained. I'm just making some finer splits. Just found my Christmas tree. Ta-da! A little tall. I might knock it down a little. There we go. Perfect. That. There. I think that'll hold. It's kind of straight. I think it's straight. Maybe not that gear, but well. I also have these little battery-powered Christmas lights. Uh-oh. This is not working. Just had it on. The batteries aren't good. Yeah? This is like Christmas Vacation. They're all tangled up. There we go. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, whoa, one of them's going crazy. Security, okay. That's pretty freaking cool. It's gonna look better when it's dark out. I mean, the sun's already set, but it's a little sparse on the right side there. Oh well, it's a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. There we go, that looks better. Hey folks, I am inside the tent right now, got the fire going again, just about to cook up some dinner here. I'm not sure what I'm going to have, but I'm going to start with a little wine. It's nice and cozy in here. So I decided on some tacos. I forgot I had made some taco stuff at home. I made like pre-made some ground beef and brought some other stuff with me. So I'm gonna have some tacos because tacos are good. I'm gonna heat up these tortilla shells first, and then I have a couple of soft wraps too. Cheese. Gotta have the cheese. Oh, now you want some cheese. Oh, and some taco sauce. For those of you with misophonia, like myself, I apologize in advance. Just like Taco Bell. Only better. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my supper here so you don't have to sit here and watch me crunch. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Oh, the tacos were good, but I'm still hungry. I have something I've been dying to try out. I made this homemade bread dough at home. I don't know if you guys watch the Outdoor Boys channel, but I got the idea from him. So I'm gonna try it out. I also made some homemade honey butter that I'm gonna hopefully put on there. So I'm just gonna rip a piece of this off and I guess do like a flatbread kind of thing on my frying pan. Stretch it out. Just plop it right on there. See how that works. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I think it's cooking. I just flipped it over. It's definitely rising. Try to set this butter here. It's been in my food barrel all day outside. I don't know, I'm excited. I don't know, guys. Do you think it's done? I think it's done. I think I want to try it. The stove just started cranking. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. So for those of you who are curious, it's right now, let's see that, saying it's about 78 in here. I got it right next to the stove too, but that's just, it's gone up to about 80. If I put it up here, it's gonna really take off. Yeah, it just jumped up to like 90. No, not quite 90. But yeah, it's 28 degrees outside as a comparison. Just took my jacket off and everything. Woo! It's cranking. I gotta calm this thing down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna try this bread. I think it's done. This is so good. With the honey butter. Come on. Look at that. Alright. I need to be alone with this bread for a little bit. I'm gonna have some hot tang. A little more. just like when you're a kid. Drinking Tang. That's good stuff. Man, that bread was good. Definitely gonna make that a staple. Oh, it's hot in here. Well, I think that's it from me for today, folks. I'm gonna try to get out a little bit to take some star photographs. Looks like it's clear outside, so, and the moon has already set. And after that, I'm just gonna curl up in bed, relax, probably watch a movie, and hit the hay. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, folks. It is about 7:30 right now. It was a chilly one last night. Got down to 22 degrees outside. I let the fire go out, but I slept okay. Tossed and turned a little bit. But I got the fire going again early this morning, and it warmed things back up again. So all is good. It's a cloudy day today. I'm gonna pack up later on and head out, but in the meantime, just gonna relax in here, get some breakfast going. It's Sunday, so we all know what that means. It's pancake day, so gotta get those blueberry pancakes going. So I will get back to you in a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the ice is making some crazy noises. It was doing it last night too. I don't know if it's freezing when it's making that noise or just kind of shifting around. Just really loud cracking noises. The beavers were busy last night too, splashing around. I saw them again this morning down by where the river comes in. Just kind of hanging out down there. Alright guys, I'm starting a new trend. Calling it marshmallow coffee. I think it's going to catch on. That's the stuff. Now for the blueberries. Ooh, that was a good breakfast. I'm gonna start packing up my stuff here. Hang out for a little bit. Fire's still going. It's getting really windy outside. Yeah, I'm only gonna pack up the tent and I may try to go out in my canoe. There's a little bit of open water, but we'll see. The wind is picking up, like I said, so we'll see. Alright folks, everything's packed up and ready to go. Got the tent and stove put away. Just sitting here by the fire for a second before I head on out. Had a great trip. Not the one I originally intended on going, but it was still fun. Made the best of it. Always enjoy setting up the hot tent and the stove and everything and relaxing inside. It's always a good time. Lots of good footage. The ice is pretty cool coming in. Really crazy cracking noises at night. The beaver that I saw was really neat. And everything else. So it was a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.